Hi friends, welcome to this pre-market analysis of Nifty, where on a chart we try to make informed guesses of where buyers and sellers are. So these are the lines that we drew yesterday. As you can see, as we had predicted, Nifty traded between this tight range, and this I believe will be the case leading up to the budget. So let's go and delete all the lines that we drew yesterday. And as usual, start afresh with the monthly time frame. On the monthly time frame, Nifty is still bullish. There's no change to the bias. Why is it still bullish? Is because this base that was created way back in August was much higher than this low that was created in April. So buyers are buying at higher level with confidence. Important levels, previous ATH is the level from where the selling started. So the big sellers or big pending orders are expected at this level. Important support is previous swing high. It is this level. I will mark it in green. We still have one more day to go in this month, and I do not know if September 1 is another. So the monthly close will be tomorrow. So tomorrow, if there's a close above this level, about 25,669, then this has proved to be a good support. So that's a good observation that we'll have tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day when we stop giving importance to this level if there's no close above that level. Yeah. And the other important support is previous swing low that was created in August. That is 24,337. Going over to the and the bias here is still bullish. Going over to the weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, it was not sure. It is still not sure. So on a weekly time frame, why even though there has been a big fall, why am I still keeping it not sure? Because I would prefer Bank Nifty, the buyers to try to try and take it higher. I'm sorry, I mentioned Bank Nifty in between. Buyers to try and take it higher, and then the sellers from here need to come down and create a new base level here from where the selling starts. So that means it has to create a lower high. The swing high has to be created that is much lower than this particular swing high. That's when I would say it is bearish. Until then, it is not sure. So is there an important level? Yes, there is an important level. This particular candle was a very strong order block that created this particular rally. So I will mark the midpoint, the body of this particular candle. That is the mean price of all the price action that had happened within this candle. That's where Nifty had taken support. I'll mark it in a thinner line so that in live market I know it's a weekly level. That is all for on the weekly level. On the daily time frame, as you can see, it is an interesting analysis here in the daily time frame, because as you can see, we have continuously created lower highs, and that means Nifty is bearish. So let's mark the last high that was created. I'll mark it with thinner line and in red color. So this is the upper range of Nifty that needs to be protected for the bearish bias to sustain. So if this level is touched, it invalidates the bearish bias that I have here. Now, interestingly, Nifty has also created a higher low. So this low is much higher than this low. So that low that is created, if I mark it in green, that is 24,932. So Nifty has created a lower high and a higher low. But which one would I take into consideration while deducing a bias? It's a tricky question. Now, now in these situations, what you need to do is you need to think from sellers and buyers' point of view. Now, here, this was the place, this swing high was the place where sellers actually sold so hard that the buyers couldn't sustain this up move, and they sold it really hard until here. Here they tried again and they sold it off, but they could not sell it off enough to break this low that should ideally have been broken. So from here, the buyers did show a little strength and started buying at a little higher level than they previously were. How much lower? This is the low of this candle is 24,932.55, and the low of this candle is 24,919.80, approximately 12 points higher. So this could in fact be seen as a bullish momentum. So let me just, for educational sake, record it as bullish. Now, if Nifty tomorrow manages to get a close above this level, 25,669.35, then the previous story that we said of the monthly candle closing above the monthly support will also come true. Anyway, this is just a conspiracy theory. You don't have to hate it. But would be interesting to see if it happens tomorrow. On a 4-hour time frame, Nifty was bearish previously. Let's see what holds right now. This was a swing high that needed to be protected. That was taken out. And therefore, now look at swing lows. The bullish bias is invalidated because this is a swing high, this is a lower swing high. This swing high needed to be protected. It was taken out here in this candle. So the bullish bias, and I mean the bearish bias, is invalidated. Now let's see if there's a bullish bias. This is a low. This here is a higher low. That low was again invalidated by two flat tops. Flat tops are big sellers. From here, it was bought back again, and there's a this high was invalidated, and there was no higher low created. So basically, I am not able to deduce any bias from these candles. Going over to the hourly time frame, the hourly time frame has turned bullish. This is a swing low, and this is a higher swing low. So higher low means it's bullish. What is the next target for this bullish move? It is this particular line is a target for this move because this is a major high. What is a major high? There is a high to the right of it and high to the left of it that is lower than this particular high. This is a major high, supposed to be area of big sellers. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Interesting. Since I do not have a proper bias, maybe I'll just stay out of the market and not trade tomorrow. So that's all for today. Once again, I am not a certified analyst. Whatever I demonstrate here is only for education purpose. Thank you.